Welcome to the Random Encounter Show. Today we're going to be taking a look at one of the most frequently asked questions that I've personally seen concerning dice rolls. You know, maybe you're a new player to hobby gaming or role-playing games. Or maybe you're an experienced board gamer who's just now discovering maybe in a new game, you know, the D10, D100, and Percentile dice rolls. And you're trying to figure out how to interpret their results. Well, let's head down to the table, demystify it, and have you reading those dice just as fast as any other roll you make on the table.
Roll for Random Encounter.
Okay, I've got my dice tray here on the table, and inside of it's a small assortment of what we call D10 dice, and also what we call, this is the D10, and what we call percentile dice. D10 dice and percentile dice, both are just 10-sided polyhedral dice. They've been around, you know, since the beginning of the role-playing game era. I'm not sure of the full history on the D10 dice. Most of the polyhedral dice we're finding examples from ancient Egypt and ancient Rome. But I figured just a brief overview of the dice. You know, each die is, like I said, 10-sided. So in reading the results of a 10-sided die, one thing to make a note is that your numbers 9 and 6, they will normally or should have a dot or a line that shows you which side is down. That way you can't accidentally interpret a 6 for a 9. One thing that gives trouble with D10 dice is the presence of this 0. Now this 0 in a D10 roll always represents 10. There is no 0 that I know of in any game. What's the point of rolling a die if there's a possibility of 0? So 1 through 10 is represented on the D10 dice. So let's move a few of our other dice out of the way and roll our D10 die. So obviously that is a 9. You know, line to the bottom. And another 9. So, but you know, no matter what we roll, the point to remember is you can never get a 0. And the same applies that if we look at our percentile dice. Now the percentile dice can be used as a normal D10. Just take away the 0, you know. And again, the double 0 would equal 10 if we were using this as a D10. But it gets a little bit trickier once we use a combination of these two die. Again, the one thing to remember is you can never roll a 0, not in any game that I've ever played. What triple 0 means, if you were to get this result on your die, this means 100. You know, there's no other combination here that can give you 100. One of the things I think that mess most people up if they roll a 10 and a 0, that looks like 100. But no. This die represents the single digit place, you know, in our numerical system. This die represents, you know, our 10 digits and also our 100 digits. So if we rolled a 10 and a 0, we would interpret that result as a 10, not 100. If we rolled a 70 and a 0, you wouldn't read that as 700, not if you were rolling, you know, between 1 and 100. Obviously, that's a 70. So any of these digits that combine with the 0 always equal their base number on the percentile dice. Again, if it comes up triple 0, double 0, and 0, this means 100. And I think that sort of demystifies the results for you. I hope so. You know, we can give a few practice rolls here. we would interpret this one as 91. This one as 25. This one as 62, and so forth. Now, one other thing I will mention is that if you want to do a D100 roll or a percentile roll, and you don't have a fancy percentile dice like this, you can easily use just 2 standard D10 dice. We will say the green one takes the place of the percentile dice, that it represents our 10 digits and our 100 digit. This represents, just as the D10 did before, the single digits. And when we roll, we'll take a look at this. We got a 7 and a 0, so we know that would be 70. And as we roll here, again 75. There, 35, and so forth. Again, if you got 0 and 0, that would be 100. So I hope that this helps. If there's any other questions that you have on D10 or any other aspects of the hobby, I will be more than happy to help you out and assist you in any possible way I can. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hey, this is Deathstalker V. If you like the Random Encounter Show, make sure you're subscribed to our channel so that you'll be the first to know when we upload a new episode. Want to support the show? Head over to Questing Table Studio on Facebook. Let us help you bring your table to life with miniature painting services and terrain.